Hi guys, how are you? It's Carson Charisma and I'm back for another video. And I have a special friend with me, J.Rashad. I have gotten a lot of different comments and questions, and a lot of people would like to hear a male's perspective. So, with that said, got one of my buddies here, and we are going to interview him with some questions that you all gave to me. And so, let's get started. I have a lot of questions. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let's get to it. So, the first question, I think we're just going to kind of relate it to relationships right now. But this one is about men and women who aren't in relationships. They're not technically together, quote unquote, official. But the man expects or wants the woman to be loyal without making things official. So why do you think that is?
Honestly, that's definitely circumstantial. And it just depends on the relationship and the situation of those two people. So me, I'm big on. So I work with teenagers. So I work with teenage boys, teenage girls at the Boys and Girls Club. So one of the things that I always used to tell my young ladies was understand how much control you have in the situation and a relationship. So you set the tone, whether it's down to how much y'all talk, what y'all talk about, sex, although they're kind of young for sex, but let's just be real.
Realistic.
Yes, we have to be. So even, especially in terms of sex, like telling them to value their body. So if a man doesn't, if you don't allow a man to have sex with you, he cannot have sex with you other than by force.
Yeah, but I mean, this isn't just about sex, right? Like,
that was a hot topic for my younger, really women, females.
That was a hot topic.
The sex part is definitely a hot topic.
Okay, why is it that, like, if I go out and, like, I'm talking to another guy or you see me out with another guy, but you haven't said that you want us to be, like, official, so why is that a problem? Regardless of the sex, right? Let's eliminate sex altogether. A lot of guys seem to, ladies, let me know if I'm tripping. A lot of guys seem to,
probably tripping.
feel a certain type of way if I go hang out with somebody else, but me and you are talking or we're vibing, but we haven't really said it is what it is. And I feel like, I don't know about you, but I feel like it's up to, like, I'm old fashioned, I guess. Like, if you want me to be yours, you'll make that happen. Like, I'm not gonna.
That's true, because at the end of the day, I mean, while women do have a lot to say, a man has to make a decision. And then once I make a decision and I verbalize, hey, this is what I want, this is what I need, are you with it, yes or no?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Then you confirm what we're doing. Once again, the ball's in your court. You have the power once again. To sum it up, really, it's just selfishness.
Yeah, and I think everyone is, like, innately selfish and arrogant to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I will say this, and I want everyone to quote me. I feel like indecision is still a decision at the end of the day.
You made a decision not to choose. Okay.
All right. So.
I agree.
Okay. So that's good. I mean, I feel like that worked out a little bit. All right. So next question. Let's see here. I got a lot. So in relationships, should you all have each other's passwords to your phone and emails?
Nah. No.
Why not?
What do you need my password for?
I mean, you never know, right? I mean, I don't agree with it. I'm not giving you my password. I mean, I don't feel like it's necessary personally.
Okay.
But our viewers, some people feel like it is.
Sorry,
this
viewers.
Is the question that I got.
Sorry, viewers that feel like you need somebody's password. To me, it's a big form of insecurity. Even if, say, your significant other has once stepped out on you, you having their phone is not going to stop them from doing what they're going to do, regardless. Okay, cool. I don't have a phone. Now you can't track what I'm doing.
That is true.
I can use my homeboy's phone for that matter, or you can use your homegirl's phone.
That is true.
Girl, save this number real quick. He going to text your phone at 9:30. And
that's a lot, though. I don't think anybody's doing that.
Okay.
Ain't nobody doing that. That's a lot.
Okay.
That is a lot.
I won't say I'm speaking from experience.
Text my girl phone. Like, that's a lot.
Alright, I'm just being honest. But, you don't need my password at the end of the day. Like, if we instill that level of trust in each other, and I haven't given you a reason to not trust me, or if I have, regardless, hear me out, regardless, back to what I originally said, like, if we fell off, I did something wrong, and we're trying to get the trust back, go back to the point where we once were with our trust, you having my phone is a sign that you do not trust me. You're not giving me an opportunity to show.
Because I feel like if I have to have your phone or your password, then I don't need to be with your ass.
That's real.
Like, why? Like, that's a lot. Like, for me, I have to deal with my family, right? I got to deal with, like, work and all that other stress of life. If I'm adding you to the equation and you're causing more stress than you are, like, happiness and relief, you got to fucking go. Like, you got to go. I don't have time. I just don't have the time, nor do I have the energy, nor do I have the patience.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it. I agree. So, I totally agree.
Cool.
Totally agree.
Okay, so, no, don't give her your password. Do not give him yours. If y'all got to ask for passwords, y'all need to be together.
Not a fan of it.
Speaking of passwords, this isn't a question. This is kind of a question that I have. So I'm going to, like, get in here. So, Instagram. I've seen so much stuff like, oh, he liked her picture and, like, so what about, like, Instagram likes and stuff? I feel like social media will ruin a relationship. And I think it's so childish. Like, that's what it's there for, right? To double tap. Like, I wish my dude would call me and be like, oh, so you like this nigga picture? Bruh, that's the end of our relationship.
I don't blame you. For me, I'm huge on confidence and security, which goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. Like, if you like, signs of insecurity turn me off. So I don't really like to be questioned because I feel like I do a good enough job of communicating, one, mm-hmm. and two, setting a tone in as far as my intentions. All right.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just it just turns me off. Like, please don't ask for my number. Don't ask for my my phone. Stop questioning what I'm doing on my social media site. As long as I'm not disrespecting what we have going on.
Then it should be exactly.
Please.
Yeah. As long as you don't disrespect me. Like, my thing is, I just don't have me out here looking stupid. Yeah. That's all. Like, I don't care who you like, whatever, but don't be in no girl's DM, you know what I'm saying, or doing nothing crazy. Like, y'all friends is fine, but just don't have me looking stupid.
What about you?
What about what?
I mean, what about, this is kind of changing the whole thing.
That's fine.
Like, I've been in a situation where I've got, like, random nudes sitting on my phone.
No. Okay, no. I'm gonna be real. Let me tell you. Okay, so this happened. This actually happened in one of my past relationships. I literally like woke up in the middle of the night. And you know how now they have different settings where you don't get to see the text message, right? When it pop up, you can get rid of that. So nobody sees who's texting me, right? Well, this is back in the day where you could see the message pop up on the screen. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's 4:00 in the morning. We're asleep. Like, we're in bed. Phone goes off. I'm a very light sleeper. I look. Okay, it's the phone. Goes off again. It's the pictures of a girl's ass. Like, the bitch sent her ass to my man. I was like, okay. So being me, I woke him up. You know, I woke him up a little, not violently, but
let's be real.
Okay, so I took the phone and I just, like, slammed it in his chest. I did. I mean, come on. Like, I took the phone and I slammed his chest. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was going off, like, bruh, like, don't do me. So, but he was like, bruh, I didn't ask for these. Like, look at the text messages. I didn't read any of these, blah, blah. And that's fine, right? He didn't ask her for the pictures. There were no, like, obscene, disrespectful text messages or whatever. However, somewhere in that conversation, you made her feel comfortable enough to send you some nudes. I'm not sending any nudes to somebody that I'm not comfortable with seeing me. Like, that I don't feel a certain type of way about, that he hasn't made me feel like it's okay for me to send my bare ass to his phone. So, sir, you miscommunicated somewhere in that friendship that it was okay for her to send you some shit like that. You doing too much flirting. You sending too many kissy eyes or kiss the faces or whatever.
So, can I chime in?
Of course.
I've been in a situation where I've gotten, like, random nudes. So say let's throw in an example. Say me and you start dealing with each other in March.
Okay.
Right? Say I ended something old. I ended that in September.
Okay. It's a decent enough time apart.
It's cool.
Yeah.
We don't. Me and that person, we don't talk on that level anymore, but we're cordial, right?
That's cool.
We did what we had to do in the time that we did what we did. Cool.
All right.
You were comfortable in that time, right? Not you, the other person, right? If I'm losing, let me know.
No, you're not.
So you just get a random nude to your phone,
okay,
without asking for it. This has happened.
Okay, but no, okay, and put it this way: what level are we dealing with each other, right? Because this is another thing. If we're just talking, right, and we haven't like made anything official, it's not necessarily really like known that you have a girl, or she doesn't really like y'all don't talk to the point where she's like, oh, you're like, oh, you know, you have a girlfriend. Oh yeah, conversation hasn't come up, whatever, right? Then maybe okay, I get it. But if this is like a full-fledged relationship, like people know we've been together for years, like it's known, like.
So I guess my question to follow up from that would be: I stopped dealing with somebody in, I say October.
September, and we started talking.
Why are we dating so fast?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on.
Yeah,
I'm not saying about that scenario. I'm just saying in general. It depends on with what you're saying. It depends on what stage of the relationship you're at, right?
Yeah.
If you're in March and we're just start talking and you get random news, then I mean we're talking. Like I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not that big of a deal, right?
So how do you feel like you could have handled that situation different or better?
I probably could have took a deep breath. Maybe waited until the morning. Normally, I'm really big about waiting to talk when I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected. Because certain conversations just don't need to have when you're angry because you're speaking from emotion, right? Like you're just going off and like you're saying shit you don't really mean or shit that doesn't need to be said. Like, and so I probably said a lot of like ill-mannered things, right? And did a lot of like
out of emotion.
Exactly, because I was angry, I was pissed off. So I probably could have like took a chill pill, calmed down, and addressed it calmly in the morning, right? And be like, okay, so this is what happened. This is what I saw. Like, let's talk about it, right? Like, what's going on?
Okay.
And so I did handle it.
Take note, please.
I did handle it not necessarily appropriately, but in that moment, I was not thinking. I was being a hothead, and I kind of went off.
Okay. As long as you can address the issue.
Oh, I mean, always.
Because I don't know I don't know about other men. I don't do too well with people putting their hands on me.
Well. Just don't do anything stupid and you won't have to worry about it.
Sorry that I got a random news sent to my phone.
You've been telling why is she so comfortable? Ugh. I can see if it's September and March. I can see if it's September and March. But this is not like, I'm talking about this is years later. Like I said, it's all circumstantial, right? This is like a year and a half, 2 years later.
Yeah.
You're in a full-fledged relationship. Ain't nobody should still be comfortable.
But you'd be surprised.
I ain't got
you
time.
have no control over what somebody feels.
That's the same bullshit he said.
I can't control what she sends me.
Boo.
Sorry, I can't.
Well, you need to let her ass know not to send it again. Simple.
Okay, cool. Once I do that and she still sends it, then what?
Then block her ass. She's done because she doesn't respect you at that point, nor does she respect me or what we have. Simple. And and if you cherish what we have, then there's no room for people who can't respect what we have. Simple. Like, clearly, she doesn't give a fuck.
She pop up at my job. Well, she's out in the bushes outside my home.
Might have to
after I was right there beside you, I'm like, look, I don't know what.
She pop up like that, then you need to get a restraining order. Because she's crazy.
That's just too much. I'm sorry.
So you just gonna let this chick just...
Have to go fight.
You are ridiculous. I can't.
I'm just serious. But yeah.
Okay.
What was that? That was okay. That was 2, right?
That was 2.
Okay.
We have one more. Okay. We're just gonna have to. This is gonna be too long. Okay. So no, that's kind of the same thing. Okay. Is monogamy / real love realistic in the generation we live in today?
Very realistic, because it's very possible. The generation before us made it work, and before us made it work. It's just a matter of us, 1, respecting ourselves more, 2, having some values, morals, and ethics, and 3, actually giving a fuck.
That's important.
Literally, that's the simple solution, the best solution I could provide straight off the top of my head. Like, as a generation, it's pretty sad. Like, what is marriage in this generation?
Like, nothing to people. I think we, like, almost have ruined the sanctity of marriage. I know people who have, like, have been married, divorced, married again with a child, and all of 22, 23 years old.
Better than
I think we give up very quickly too, right? Like we're a generation of instant gratification. Mm-hmm. So, and I have a friend who tells me all the time, like, be patient, young grasshopper, right? Like, be patient, because I mean, it's true. Like, literally, like we literally just like want everything so quickly, and we're like, why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening?
Instant gratification.
Exactly, and instead of like letting things just play out and like just let things happen as they should, right?
Yeah, I just, in terms of monogamy, man, it seems unreal, but it is very realistic because it's been done. Now, this is something that we've never seen before. It's like, I'm questionable. No, this is, technically, we were raised to look. Not even if you come from a household of you having your mother and father.
Yeah.
Still married to this day, right?
Yeah.
I didn't come from that. Mm-hmm. But the difference is, we have two motivations. If marriage is our motivation, we can attack it from two different angles. One, I've come from that. I got to see what a marriage is. Yes, rocky at times, but they made it work.
Exactly.
They persevered. Mm-hmm. Me, I've never had a complete family, so I yearn for one.
Understood.
So I'm going to do everything in my power to, one, find a woman that I can create a family with, mm-hmm. and two, hold it down for me and mine, and make it work and persevere. So it's two different approaches, but one common goal.
Yeah.
But I feel like nobody is.
So it's like 2 + 2 is 4, but so it's 3 + 1.
Exactly. So
exactly.
I just, to answer your question, very realistic. Common in this generation?
Yeah, it's not common. It's kind of sad.
It's the reality.
I know.
But very realistic.
Cool. Good. Well, there's a ton more questions, but we have no more time. So maybe we'll be back another time. J.Rashad, I appreciate you. No problem. Thank you. Do you want to tell the people to follow you?
Oh, yeah. Perfect. So now, y'all can follow me on Instagram at j.rashad. So j.rashad. J.Rashad919 on Twitter. I feel like I'm missing something. SoundCloud. Just start tapping into music. So J.Rashad on SoundCloud. My real name is Jamal Bowden. That's my name on Facebook. So JAMAALBOWDEN.
Yes.
Appreciate the time.
Yeah, and you guys all know me, Carson Charisma. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Be good.